Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to LRFC. Please do me a favor, hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, all that good stuff. Oh, well, people, man, people. It's good I stayed away from all this social medias for a bit, man, because what's happening around our football club, especially with the Trent Alexander issue, is it's not good, man. Like got rival fans taking the mick out of us, and our own fan base losing the plot because of one player who's hasn't said anything really, but it's all pointing towards him leaving, if you know what I mean, guys. So yeah, it's madness, man. It's absolute madness. Uh, the insult for play, the insult towards him and all that stuff. It's not good, man. It's not good. But there's one, I don't know how to say the word, but I'll try to say common denominator in all this, and that's the ownership, if you know what I mean, guys. Nobody's pointing them out uh, in any of this because they are the ones who let this go on for this long. They are the ones who we've been speaking about for the last 5-6 years since we've been on YouTube, and the lack of interest in success. It's clear there. It's clearly there to see, but nobody wants to look at it. And this happening around our football club is solely down to them, in my opinion. And I've always said that players in the modern day, they're completely different to what we used to see back in the day. Like when players are loyal to one club, even if the club is struggling, they still love the club because they obviously supported them as a youngster and all that stuff. By any means necessary, they will be there, fighting for the cause. And this is what people are expecting from these players in the modern day, and that's not. It's not the same. It's not. That's what I say to people. I was part of that group back in the day when I loved players and all that stuff. I had my favorite players, and but there's a time in your life you got to look at it from a point of view of your football club, and I don't think people look into that from the point of view of our football club, the love for the football club, because the players come and go. Club is always going to be there, and I don't think we look to that. Once Gerard was there, he left. That's life. You move on. You go to the next generation. Klopp and his team. Now we're all devastated with Trent and his decision, supposedly going to Real Madrid. Let me ask you a question. Listen, with him, I couldn't care less. He can go wherever he wants. It's not my business. You know what I mean? I'm all about Liverpool FC. If Bellingham wasn't there, would Trent make that decision? That's what you got to ask yourself as well, guys. Because I think there's a player who plays for Real Madrid currently that's been telling him to join him, and what benefits he will get as a player, and all that stuff. Trophies guaranteed, more money. If you run down your contract and all that stuff. So you know what I mean. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that plays around this. Trent joining Real Madrid, and I don't think people look into that. And Real Madrid are very, very, very rich club, as we already know. They are the biggest team in world football, whether you like to say it or not. And they are going around nowadays telling players to run their. If they're interested in players, they're willing to wait a couple of years for the players to run down their contracts. If you know what I mean, so they don't have to pay the money. So this is the new way of football now. That's what people don't really look at. There's a lot of teams going to be doing that. I mean, our players currently, if we don't sign them into a long-term contract, Real Madrid will be waiting around the wings trying to sign the good players that we have. McAllister, Gravenberch maybe in the future. There's few players at Liverpool Football Club that's potentially can leave like Trent in the future, because Liverpool don't do much to keep players. Let's just be honest, guys. Like when players ask for more money, when they go from the 100,000 to the 200,000, Liverpool always, wait and let it ride until the player changes his mind, and he doesn't ask for more than that. He changes his mind in a sense of asking for lower money, if you know what I mean. So that's what I've realized about Liverpool Football Club. We don't want to overstep that 300,000 a week mark, because we don't really sign players who are that, in that level in football anyway, if you know what I mean, guys. So being cheap, trying to like reinvent yourself, getting the kids, getting young players, 21, 22, 23, it's the way of Liverpool. This is why we don't really have success in a regular basis, if you know what I mean, guys. So it's something we haven't looked at before, in my opinion. And I've realized it the other day, like, how many players do we actually sign into a long-term contract that's like 350,000 and all that stuff? We always say Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world. We say Van Dijk is the best goalkeeper in the world. We say Salah is the best current player in the world, etc. Like, but do we ever like overstep, the financial side of the game at Liverpool Football Club to keep players on a long-term contract to, have more success, if you know what I mean, and get world-class players in, or close to world-class players in, to be of other clubs to come to Liverpool Football Club? I don't think we do enough of that, man. Just look back in history. Like, we don't really do things like that. And this is what's happening at our club. We're there, but we stay there, if you know what I mean. We don't go above there. We're always going to be there, if you know what I mean. And this is the minimal FSG do. They don't really go above and beyond to win titles consistently. So if you look back in history at Liverpool, this is what we've been doing. You know what I mean? They're not going to take the risk to win more titles. We're always going to be in and around that, so we could play, pay players cheap. You know what I mean? Low money, keep them on. You know what I mean? You look at other clubs. Football moves on, guys. Like, football doesn't stand still. Football is a business, and players want to take care of their family. They want to get to the next step as well as a footballer. And if the club doesn't really share the same ambition, it's difficult to have those players still at your football club. And you look at the likes of Gini Wijnaldum, you look at Mane, you look at Emre Can before, you look at Coutinho's and all that, and Suarez. These owners have been here since then, you know what I mean? And they never overstepped the mark to tell a player, you know what, we want to keep you, let's give you more finance. You know what I mean? If a player wants to leave, they just let them. If the player wants more money and runs down their contract, they let them leave. And it's been, you know what I mean? Like, you could hear this whispers around the football club. They try to pay, Trent a few contracts. How do we know that? The truth will come out eventually, because Trent will know he's never allowed back at Liverpool anymore if he leaves. You know what I mean? So, not Liverpool City, but I'm talking about Liverpool Football Club. So he has to, like, when he leaves, he's going to say some things that's going to open up people. Let me just put it out there. Be prepared, guys. You know what I mean? There's a lot of players that's going to be leaving Liverpool in the near future, and going to expose FSG for what they are, if you know what I mean. And the ones who are going to expose is the ones who leave on a free transfer, because they've got no attachment. They haven't paid them off or anything like that. So yeah, I'm expecting him to say something, guys, and a lot of our fan base ain't going to be happy about it. It's like Torres. What Torres said, I didn't want to leave. The club lied to him. They didn't share the same ambition as him. It's sad to see him go to Chelsea. You know what I mean? But listen, could have been worse. He could have went to Man United, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just prepare for stuff that you're gonna hear in the near future that's gonna shock you as a fan base, especially those loyal FSG fans as well, because I don't think people look into that. You know what I mean? And they don't look into the true reality of what we're not true reality of where Liverpool's at. I don't think people look into that, in my opinion. I just think like we just ride along and forget like the most important thing here is Liverpool Football Club. I'm here for Liverpool Football Club. I'm not here for Trent. I'm not here for Klopp. I'm not here for Arne Slot. I'm not here for Salah. I'm not here for Van Dijk. I'm not here for that. I'm here for Liverpool Football Club, because I know if I stay alive in the next 5 to 6 years, those players and that manager ain't going to be there. Liverpool's still going to be here. So what I'm trying to tell people is we need to protect our football club, guys. I don't think enough protection goes towards the football club. I think there's a lot of fans that support players instead of our football club, and forget about that. If you know what I mean. So fight for your football club, man. That's what you got to do. I mean, because we've got ownership here that don't really give a shit. And I mean, they're not going to be winning anymore. I mean, like normal circumstances, if you're challenging for a league title, should you be going through things like this? Should you be really fighting the cause like this? No, you should not. You're winning the Premier League. You're on the verge. 9 games to go, on the verge. 5 games, you win the Premier League of winning the winning the Premier League. You're on the verge, yeah. And we're facing things like this season in and season out. Why did we lose the league last season? Because of the Klopp announcement, in my opinion. If he kept his mouth shut and we just got along with it, we would have won the league. But there's always issues surrounding our football club since FSG has been here. We never keep our mouth shut. There's always something happening. These are the moments. Let me just say something to you guys. These are the moments you need to just shut up and be quiet and let the team, go through the stages, of winning the league and Champions League at the time and the League Cup. But all we do is off the field talking non-stop. Players this, FSG this, all this. How was Liverpool successful in the past? Because we kept everything in-house. I know there's social medias and all that stuff. I know there's leakage and all that stuff. But the club should come out and deny everything. At least, you know what I mean? There's nothing happening. But we don't even do that. We don't do that, guys, man. I'm sick to death of every season where we're facing issues. I mean, we're fighting for league titles, Champions League, and all that stuff. But there's always something that happens along the way. Why do we allow this, man? As I said, man, fight for your football club, because as long as these people are still here, we're gonna be facing this every season, man. I'm scared, man. I'm really, really scared. That's why I got out of social media. It's not disrespect to anybody. It's not disrespect, to the other YouTubers or anything like that. I've realized, like, I don't share the same point of view as everybody else. I love my football club. You know what I mean? That's my life. You know what I mean? Obviously with my family and that stuff. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I spend hell of a money like to watch my football club. And never complain about it. I just got on with it, even with these ownerships still being at the helm. But, the way we speak sometimes, I don't think we think before we take that action. And it's frustrating, guys. Honest to God, what's happening around the social media and all that stuff. Attacking Trent personally, his family and his brothers. They're young people, man, and we're doing that to them, man. Forgetting, like, what that kid has done for the football club, contributed into, Champions League, Premier League and all that stuff. If he wants to make his life better, good luck to him. I've got no issues with that. If the club doesn't share the same ambitions as him as well, if you know what I mean. So sometimes, what people need to realize is you don't have to be local to go to another club. You know what I mean? Because just because you support Liverpool Football Club and all that stuff, it doesn't make you. It doesn't stop you from having more ambition outside that. If the club was riding high and we're going to different levels of success, I guarantee you he wouldn't he wouldn't hand in he wouldn't say I want to leave Liverpool Football Club. But we don't show that, guys. We really don't show that. You're asking why does Salah and Van Dijk want to stay? Look at the age. Look at Salah, what he wants. He wants to break records. That's why Salah is still here. You know what I mean? And Van Dijk is a loyal guy no matter what as well. But look at the age. You know what I mean? How many clubs are willing to take them at that age and pay high wages? They only got 2 or 3 years left. You know what I mean? People can say they could be here till they're 38. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Are they going to keep the same level till they're 38? No, it doesn't happen, man. It's impossible. But yeah, man, keep the comments coming in. I'm going to be here for next few minutes, man. Yeah, listen, there's no offense. I know, like, a lot of people just watching this, they're thinking, why I left here, where I left there. I just want to do YouTube, guys. I don't want to get involved in anyone anymore. I just want to do me. And I want to, because that's how I started, guys. And I want to enjoy the things I do, you know what I mean? And that's why I did it. It's nothing to it's not personal or anything like that. I'm from a different generation. I'm not from the today generation. I'm from 80s, 90s. I'm from that generation. So I see the football differently to the current young people, man, and caring about our football club comes first for me, and I don't think enough of that is done. I think people just want to breaking news, and Trent this, Trent that, this and that. It's just it's annoying, man. It's absolutely annoying. Big up everyone that's tuned in, by the way. Appreciate that. Let me just read your comments before I go on. Yeah, like I said, guys, the club doesn't really go overboard. They don't really want to take the next step, which is, so this season we win the Premier League. Next season we should win the Premier League and Champions League. After that, the World Club Cup. You know what I mean? Like, we don't go that direction. And, a lot of players are going to do the same thing as Trent, because, these clubs are becoming more smarter outside Liverpool Football Club. They're making sure players run down their contract if they don't sign a contract with that football club. Listen, if FSG offered Trent 250 a week or something, or 200,000 a week, whatever it is, a few years ago, and he rejected, and he said to the club, like, I want to run down my contract, I'm not going to stay here anymore, and not play him, I would have been with FSG with that one, hands down. I'm never gonna dispute that. But we haven't even done that, guys. I mean, you could hear whispers like they've been offering a contract here and there, but why are you still playing him? I mean, if a player is refusing to, commit to your football club, why are you still playing him? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So you should be making signings in spite of him. You could keep him on the bench. He will miss international football. He will miss this. He will miss that. You know what I mean? And, until he runs down his contract, just rot him like to the bench. That's what I would have done. But nah, man. They waited until the last weeks, just like the Zubimendi deal, pretending they're gonna do something, and then the breaking news happened. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. The ownership is a lot to blame, in my opinion. I put a poll up there, and I don't think people ever look into that as well. The ownership are very, very calculated. Let me just put it that way. They're very smart. They do a spin all the time, making you think it's the player's fault, but it's really their fault. If you know American, the Americans, the way they work out there, that's what they do. You see it in politics, don't you? You watch politics. They make sure the Palestinians are the enemies in the world, and then it's not really them. And then you look at the Red Indians are the enemies, but when you watch the cowboy movies, but it's not the Red Indians were the good people, but it was the cowboys that was the the evil people. People don't look into things like that. This is what they do. This is what they make. They brainwash you into believing it's other people's fault, but when it's really their fault. Like I said, when the players improve and get better each time, and they want more money, FSG really doesn't pull through. You know what I mean? They always put you in that meaty, 140, 150,000 a week, wages and all that stuff. But when it goes to the 200, 250, and the 30, 300, they're always, they don't, nah, ain't happening. That's how it is every time, guys. Just look back, man. Who in the modern day, players are on 500,000 a week. You know what I mean? What has wages got to do with us as a fan base? We shouldn't really care. You know what I mean? But for some reason, we get involved in that, and they brainwash us to think like, he doesn't deserve this, he doesn't deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, look at the Man United players, Rashford's, and all those other players that was there, Casemiro, all they're in big wages, more than Van Dijk and Alisson. Don't forget that. And these guys, are half of the players those guys are, if you know what I mean. But they get it, and these other players at Chelsea, and these other players at Man City, and except that all these guys get it, and we supposedly have the best players in the world all the time. But these guys are on meaty wages, like 200,000 a week. Come on, man. Come on. Like, we can't be serious. Honestly, we can't be serious. Football, just like in life, in wages, they go up. For some reason at Liverpool Football Club, we don't do that. You know what I mean? It's a joke. It's a joke. As soon as those superstars that got us to the Champions League, the Premier League, and etc. ask for more money, they're at the door, man. They're gone. Big up, Joe, man. Big up, man. Big up, AK, as always, brother. Big up. Newcastle. Big up, Bravi, brother. Big up, bro. Yeah, it's just the same, same thing, different season, guys. It's just, I think people blind believe things, and it really frustrates me. I can't keep coming back and telling you season in and season out what the root cause of these issues are. I can't tell you that. You should know that by yourself as a football fan. You know what I mean, guys? So it's just it's just what we have. We have ownerships that don't want to win, and they're making you believe you're gonna win, but they don't. They don't. You could say like the Premier League. You know, we won the Premier League, we won the Champions League, and all that stuff. But Liverpool Football Club, it's not a one. They've been here for 15 years. One Champions League, one Premier League, so two potentially to be two Premier League. 15 years. Liverpool waiting like 15 years with the same ownership to win 3 trophies. That's major. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Like, let's be real here. Like, you know what I mean? We're Liverpool Football Club, and those people who tell you it's great to see things like that are the people who don't know Liverpool Football Club, not supported the club for too long. They actually never read about the club's history, what Bill Shankly has built, Bob Paisley has done, Kenny has done, Fagan has done. You know what I mean? They don't really know about things like that. They just tell you what FSG want to hear. You know what I mean? Want you to hear, sorry. It's the same thing every season, man. Whenever players ask for over, £200,000, I'm not saying they deserve it, guys, but why can't we get top players that have like 400,000 a week or 350 a week? Why can't we get that? Why don't we ever do that? Because they don't want to pay that. They want to go down the cheap route, young potential, and then we could sell them off, or just use them up and then let them go for free. It's always the same, man. It's just people just don't look into that, man. I know players have injury records, but we have to stop buying, getting players in that lane just because they are free or cheaper. Yeah, there you go, Ravi. That's the problem, bro. This is the route they're taking. Watch what we're gonna. If we even sign any players in the summer, watch the ones we're gonna sign. We've won the Premier League, right? We're gonna win the Premier League, right? The Premier League winners normally get the best players, right? Watch what we're gonna sign. Players you don't even know about, players potential. That's it. There's never a player that's there and ready and high wage. Who's going to give us like say 30 goals a season, something like that. That's going to get us next to, in the Champions League into the next round, scoring goals or creating goals and flying wingers. Right backs that can defend and left backs that can defend, left back that can put crosses in the box, that can run up and down that pitch, and centre backs that are solid, big, strong, pacey. You don't get It's all potential buys, man. Something that if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not players that's already ready-made. We never get that, no matter what we do. Look at the championships we won. We won the Champions League. Who did we buy? Seth Vandenberg, Adrian, and Harvey Elliott. That's who we bought when we won the Champions League. You're telling me players don't want to come to Liverpool when they see a massive club winning Champions League football? Then you look at the Premier League season. We bought, Thiago, who's hardly fit. Thiago wasn't Thiago anymore. 29 years old. We bought Jota, injury prone. Tsimikas hardly plays. So where is the ready-made player out of those 3 that's consistently fighting for us in the Premier League and the Champions League and the cups? Tell me, till today, that's 5 years ago. That one's retired, one doesn't play. He's still second best to Robertson. Jota hardly plays. He's always injured. Hasn't changed since he came to Liverpool. So where is that player, the marquee player that's been doing it for regular in the last 5 years? Nah, don't see that. But it's okay. FSG is so sustainable club that we're ahead of everybody and all that stuff. This is Liverpool Football Club. That's what we do. We're ahead of everybody. We're the greatest. That's what we always get. What a joke. What an absolute joke, man. And now we're fighting with this kid who's gonna go to Real Madrid, overshadowing the Premier League title we're about to win. We've got already some madness happening outside the pitch. Basically, the team that won the league in 2020 have left on a free. There you go, Edward. There you go, Edward. Normally, when you win Premier Leagues, Champions League, players, they sign on to long-term contracts, and they're still fighting the cause. I think one of them left at 28. Mane left 29. Lovren left. Lovren is Lovren. I don't really. Yeah, but Lovren, yeah, whatever. Lovren left. There you go, man. Matip, Origi's, Shaqiri's, Everybody left. Everybody's left. Because normal circumstances, you either like buy youngsters that's gonna support the Asian team so they could take over eventually, or you buy ready-made players already to take over the players that's leaving. Now, come on, man. Since Mane left, have we really replaced Mane? Since Ronaldo left, have we really replaced Ronaldo? Since Matip left, have we really replaced Matip? I mean, Origi in the bench, Shaqiri on the bench, game changers. Have we really changed? No, we've done nothing, man. I would not take any of David's. Okay. Not taking any Davis. I don't know who that is. Davis? Oh, fucking I'll look at it. I'll look at it. But yeah, please do me a favor, people. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be here for the a few minutes longer. One at Bayern is top in one at Bayern is top injured and currently has an ACL. Okay. ACL. Damn, that's a lot. What do you say? Stop. Let me see what Ravi's saying again. To not top. Okay. Let me see what you're saying here. Yeah, people just like, share, and subscribe, man. That's all I'm asking for. You're only gonna see me here. I'm not gonna go in other places. So just to let you know, I'm relaxed now. I'm more calmer than before, and I just want what's best for Liverpool Football Club, guys. I really do. That's what we need to think about, man. Example, say we let Salah go and now Trent is gone. Wouldn't we be better off putting that money we are paying them into Isak or someone younger of top quality to build our team again? But that's not going to happen, bro. This is why I come into that as well. If you look back in the Jurgen days, like people were asking, why is Henderson signing a long-term contract? Why is certain players like of the 30 or under 30 signing long-term contracts? That's because Klopp knew if he gets rid of them, there's nothing coming in return, guys. I already mentioned to you the amount of players that left. What has come in return? What has changed since they left? I think we got worse in regards to consistency, winning trophies and that. So this is why Jurgen used to keep players, because he knew if he lets them go, there's no one coming in return. Or they're gonna give you Seb Vandenberg, Adrian, and Harvey Elliott. Someone like that. Potential, low pay, not gonna influence the club in any kind of way that's gonna be winning championships. Things like that, man. That's what they do. That is what they do. And I feel sorry for Arne Slot. The scariest thing about Arne Slot, guys? Say he wins the Premier League and they treat him like they did with Klopp and that, yeah? Top clubs will be looking at him. And Arne Slot, from what I've seen him at Feyenoord, he's not a loyal guy. So don't expect Arne Slot to be like Jurgen. Jurgen was rejecting everybody under the sun, like Real Madrid, Barcelona. Anyone that come in for him, he was never going to go because he loved Liverpool too much. Money wasn't a factor for him. But with Arnie, if we do what we're doing right now, he wins the Premier League, we sign meaty players, we get rid of the big stars and etc. Don't be surprised, man. And I will come back to this comment, so this stream, and I'll tell you on a video where I'll talk about it right now like this. I've told you. This is what happens, guys. Like, this club is a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. How do you allow ownership like this to run the club to the ground like this? They'll already talk about expansion again because to keep up with the other stadiums around the country, because they heard of Man United, getting a new stadium. Now they want to do expansions again. Kenny Douglas and and all that stuff. They're already thinking about that. But the most important thing here is it's for the overseas fans that's going to pay a lot of money to come down and, merchandise and all that stuff. It's nothing to do with you, not the local ones, the ones who actually, go up and down the M5, M25, whatever it is. It's not for you. It's, it's just to make more money for them. You know what I mean? The owners that came in as millionaires are now billionaires because of Liverpool Football Club. not because of the Red Sox. You know what I mean? American-based company, American-based baseball team. It's because it's us, innit? It's Liverpool Football Club, worldwide club that can get you attractions from all around the world, sponsorships, shareholders, etc. Man, Liverpool are so big. You know what I mean? We could like get rid of 10 million. We get it back in the same day. You know what I mean? That's how big Liverpool is, man. That's how big Liverpool Football Club is. Worldwide club, man. Red Sox is not worldwide. I mean, and not only that, like what people need to understand here is we're not even their first team. This ownership, like we're their second best, so we're neglected. You know what I mean? In that way as well. Whatever, if they get any finance coming through, their baseball team comes first. Yes, they're not doing well so far, but that's how it is. Their baseball team is ahead of Liverpool Football Club, and are you as a fan, you're accepting that? You being second best, and you're telling me you're a Liverpool fan and all that stuff, saying, "Oh, we're second best to nobody." In the old days, now we're second best, man. The worst ownership that you have, you could say about Arsenal, their owners own American football or whatever, etc. But we're not Arsenal, man. We should not be second best to anybody, number one. And the worst ownership is when an organization owns more than one team. And this is what scares me when I look at Liverpool Football Club. I mean, like they're trying to buy some more businesses they can't afford. I mean, so where's the money for Liverpool Football Club? We keep hearing, all the money that comes into Liverpool goes into Liverpool. So why are we spending the last 5 years? Who do we bought Darwin Núñez for 85 million supposedly? Well, his performances and his actions and the goals he scores ain't gonna get that 85 million now, is he? Come on, man. Buying jokes, man. Buy them for high price, give them meaty wages, and they're that crap when you see them on the pitch. Come on, man. You can't fool everybody. But at the same time, I would like to get someone ready to go and the prime, sorry, into their prime. That's what we don't get, Ravi. We don't really get players into their prime. That's Liverpool Football Club. Like the last person I think we got at age of 27, as far as I'm aware, it's probably Virgil. I can't remember like us signing ready-made players at that age, bro, like into their prime. Nah, we don't do that, bro. We always go 21, 23, 24. Anything above that, not really. Nah, not really. Big up Trudon. I like that picture. I see this guy all the time. It's funny when he's asking people about maths and all that stuff. I'm rubbish. Luckily, I haven't met him down the street. Let's just put it that way. I'm tired of the Trent stuff, contract talks. I just want this title won and the league to end now. To be honest, me too, Trudon. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm not all with this stuff. You know what I mean? If a player wants to leave, let him leave. That's life. We move. You know what I mean? We'll get better. Well, now we could buy. There's no more excuses. We could buy a defender, a right back that can defend. And that can support the attack. That we don't have to worry about Konate and Gravenberch coming out of position to help. We'll move on, man. I don't want to see him at there. I really don't want to see him play anymore for Liverpool. I don't trust him now. If you don't trust someone, they can't be playing for the football club anymore. Get rid. Like, just let them sit on the bench. Let them sit it out. If this is the way they feel, he wants to join his boyfriend in Madrid, let him be, man. Go, man. Enjoy. Because one slip up at Madrid, you'll be out the door, my friend. You're probably going to be playing for Chelsea in the next couple of seasons. Saliba will be the next to join Madrid on a free. Mate, this is what Madrid do. Don't be surprised if they're talking to Salibas, the Konates, and all these players. They are vicious, mate. They do illegal activity at football clubs, my friend. The only reason they try to give us finance in January because it's Liverpool Football Club. They respect us compared to other teams. If you know the history between the clubs and all that stuff, you know what I mean. Not many clubs play "You Never Walk Alone" at the Bernabeu. Not many teams. You know what I mean. So after that game a few seasons ago, when we lost to them in the Bernabeu, they played "You Never Walk Alone." When they beat City, did they play the City song, Blue Moon? No, not really, because they don't respect them like that. They respect us, and they try to give us the money, but they don't respect us in a way, leave our players alone. let me just put it that way. Because when they use us as a scout majority of the time. If we go for a player, they go for a player. But now the worst part of it is they going into our players using other players. The worst things happen to Liverpool and the Trent fans is Bellingham going to Madrid because Bellingham sees Trent in the England camp and they're best friends. So he's gonna, get in his ear and tell him all that stuff. I get bare girls now, man. Loads, beautiful girls, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's around me. You could have the same. I mean, I heard Trent is selling his cars as well. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. He's already like scared, in the city of Liverpool. So he's already selling his cars and all that. It's madness, man. Absolute madness what's happening at Liverpool Football Club. Real ownership don't allow things like that to happen, man. Real ownership don't allow that things to happen, man. But unfortunately, we've got this disgusting owners that some believe in their, fake activity towards our football club. Never believe people who don't really understand, what our club is all about. Come on, guys, we've been banned for 6 years in Europe. Imagine that 6 years, like how many Champions Leagues we could have won, or European Cups. We could have been up there, man. And that was our best time. Don't forget with, John Barnes, John Aldridge and all that stuff, and Peter Beardsley and that. Imagine how many Champions Leagues we could have had, man. I mean, but yeah. Not many teams have, Champions Leagues in their cabinet kept, original ones. And we're one of them, if you know what I mean. Man United, that Champions League you had in, was it 2008, 2009 season? Is in the Liverpool cabinet. You can come and visit anytime you want, Man United. Liverpool should have built a new stadium. Anfield is old. You can do as many, facelifts as you want. It will end up like Old Trafford eventually. Yeah, listen, a lot of people wanted the new stadium. Some people, because of the history and tradition, want to remain at Anfield. If you want Anfield, like, just to remain there, like you said, Trudon, facelift the whole thing, brother. Facelift the whole thing, you know what I mean? And, change the whole thing. That's what I would have done, like a new stadium, bulldoze Anfield and just make it a new one, like this, this brand new Bayern Munich Allianz, like that kind of stuff, man. Imagine, bro. We'd be laughing. Yeah, but we don't do that, man. We do the cheap version, just building a stand and then moving it removing the old one, pushing in the new one. You know what I mean? This is what we do. This is the Liverpool Football Club now, man. This is what we do, man. While every other club is going to have this modernized stadium, even Everton, we're going to still like build on top of those stands, get a bigger stand and push it in, take that one out. Oh my God. The guy in the pic went to Anfield. Some of the answers were terrible. I've seen that one, bro. I've seen that one. Oh, it's funny. Absolutely funny, bro. Yeah, so to continue this, in conclusion, yeah, guys, learn from this stuff that's happening at the football club. You don't have to be born in the city to love Liverpool Football Club. I mean, Trent told us he's a Liverpool fan through and through. He wore Liverpool shirts when he was a kid. He's been there since he's 6 years old. He wants to captain the team. You know what I mean? Our vice captain doesn't even come on after game press. You know what I mean? The press after the game. He doesn't even speak to anybody for the last. I can't remember the last time he came after the game and spoke to anyone from the press. He doesn't do that. Salah does it now. Have you guys noticed that? You know what I mean? That should have been a warning sign. That should have been a warning sign. I want to share a video with you guys. Yeah, there's a video on Twitter I just saw about him speaking about the Ballon d'Ors and etc. So let's share this before I go and tell you, like, most of us should have realized from this moment that he was leaving, because I don't think a lot of people looked into that, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Just look at this video. Let me read the comment before I go to the video. Big up, Ravi, as always. The thing is, Liverpool, we don't keep persisting with players. We want to go in. We put a bid in soon as we get out a bid, even if we can match price. We just back down and let them slip. Let me just put it. I understand what you're saying, bro. Let me just put something on top of that, what you just said. What you need to understand is When they go for the likes of Carcedos and Zubimendis and all that, there's always a plan, a calculated plan. You know what I mean? It's never to get the player. It's just to pretend they're going for a player. So when they pretend they're going for a player, they brainwash you as a fan thinking that they're going for him. That's what they do, bro. They're never gonna get it. Listen, Todd Bowley, John W. Henry, they're pretending they're not friends, but they are friends. Have you heard about that thing about the last game of the season where Todd Bowley is selling tickets for Anfield game against Palace in the last game of the season for about £20,000? Have you guys heard about things like this? That Sky Sports have announced. They're all together in this. There's an actual picture of the Glazers and the Henrys sitting in the same table, making plans what to do next in the Premier League, supposedly. So don't ever believe what you see, man. When people say to you, John W. Henry doesn't like Todd Bowley and all that stuff. Come on, bro, man. These people are together. They're in it together, man. They want to buy every Premier League football team to, change the league into their satisfaction, which is making money. That's what they want to do, man. Trust me. Don't ever believe these bids with the high prices, over £100 million and all that stuff. We don't do that. They made you believe that there was a bid, but there was never. Chelsea was always going to get the Caicedo. Let's just put it on the stand. Now we're hearing Zubimendis, Real Madrid bound. Well, there you go. The thing with Zubimendis thing is they're pretending to buy him. They waited until the last week of the window. And what did we do? We're all arguing about Zubimendis. We're forgetting we needed more signings. I mean, that's the distraction. That's the distraction they do. They make you think Zubimendis was be or end all, but we as a fan base forget we needed a centre back, a left back, a winger or some sorts. You know what I mean? We still needed 4 players, like at the time, obviously including Zubimendis. But we forgot about that. We're already crying about Zubimendis the whole time, forgetting we needed more players. They brainwash you, man. They always brainwash you. They're not going to brainwash me. People get fed up me speaking about them because majority of my streams is always speaking about FSG, because I know if someone is making fun of me, of my football club, I'm going to keep talking about them. I don't care because I know they're making fun of me. Come on, guys, man. That Zubimendis thing was never going to happen. It's just a distraction for other transfers we could have done. Same thing with the Caicedo thing as well. Oh, blame the player. The player, he wants to still hold on to his mummy. Come on, man. Come on. They make you believe a lot of nonsense, man. A lot of nonsense. They brainwash you people, man. Be careful with these owners, man. They're very good at this. They're very good at this. Calculated ownership, man. They always give you those little reports when Trent is leaving. Oh, Frimpong. We're after Frimpong. He's the next Trent. He's going to be better than Trent. He can defend. Oh, my God. Allow that stuff, man. Allow that.
I'm going to reach for the stars. Want that legacy of being probably the greatest right back to ever play.
Hang on, Trent. You can't be the greatest because you can't defend, bro. You need to have, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even want to defend. You know what I mean? Part of your problem probably is Arne Slot turning you into a defender finally. Maybe you don't like that. Goodness gracious me. First of all, you got to defend, and you could do the creativity after that you want. Learn how to defend first if you want to be the best right back in the world.
Play football, if I'm honest. I know that there's been many out there, but, I've got to reach for the stars. I would want to be Liverpool captain, but it's not my decision. So that can't really be in there.
Okay.
You see the way he avoided that? We know all Scousers what they do. That's their number one priority, being a captain of their beloved football club. Look at the way he dismissed that. This should have told us a lot. This should have told us a lot that day.
That would be immense. Win a World Cup with England, that would change the game.
When did he ever care about England? He doesn't even play for England. So when did he ever care about that? Look at the way he's, shirked aside, put that aside, the Liverpool captaincy and all that stuff, and talking about England. When do Scousers ever care about England? Explain that to me, people. We keep hearing it every single time. England keeps getting trashed by Scousers. He's a Scouser, right? What does he care about England for?
I'd say win a Ballon d'Or.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
So let's look at that picture again. Let me try to bring it up. So look at the picture, guys. Champions League winning, black and white. Liverpool captaincy, black and white. Winning trophy with England, black and white. Now Ballon d'Or. Have you ever seen a right back of Trent's caliber winner, right back at all, win a Ballon d'Or? The guy can't defend, man. I mean, he could play a ball like David Beckham and that. That's about it. But he can't do the basics of his game. I mean, so he prefers winning the World Cup with England, by the way, rather than captaining Liverpool, and he just dismissed the Champions League win and all that stuff. So there you go, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all false. Everything about this, bleeding red and all this stuff, it's all false, man. These people don't care about their city and all that stuff, and then telling us we don't give a shit about England. That's a scouser, by the way, saying about winning World Cups with England. And he doesn't even play for England. They don't even pick him. But now he goes to Real Madrid, they're going to pick him. You know what I mean? Because he plays for who? Oh, Madrid. That's why.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
the last one I thought you'd go for.
No, I'd say win a Ballon d'Or.
Okay, talk to me about that. Why have you gone for that one?
Because I believe I can.
Because a lot of footballers say the individual achievements, they don't matter as much as those other things. But for you, I guess it would be part of helping the team during that season, whatever year it was, and being the best of the best.
Yeah. And I want to be the first fullback to ever do.
Can it ever feel like you've achieved what you wanted to achieve? Would that be the moment where you felt like you've got to exactly where you want to get to?
Man.
No, I said it in that interview when I was with England. It's only the day after, the morning after you retire, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I gave it everything I've got. It doesn't matter how many trophies you win. It doesn't matter how many medals you've got. It matters about what you've given to the game and if you've reached your full potential. Because I've heard potential being thrown around my name since I was 6. He's got the potential to be this, got the potential to be that. And then get older, he's got the potential to be a first-team player, potential to play for England. He's got the potential to be a captain, be a vice-captain, potential. If you reach that potential and you've hit that potential and you've given everything to maximize that potential and be the player that you believe you can be, which is one of the best ever, then, yeah, you'll be happy. It doesn't matter how many trophies you win, I guess.
You've got the potential to do that?
For sure. I believe it. Some people may call me deluded, but...
You're definitely deluded, man.
I believe I can.
You're the laziest defender I've ever seen in my life. You're telling me about you could defend? Oh, my God. Relax, man. Relax yourself, mate. Relax. Potential. That's what he said. Potential. Yeah, you got nothing. You're lazy, bro. You don't like to defend. So, I mean, so don't come out with, I got potential this, I got potential that, but I don't believe. Oh, listen, we know why you're going to Real Madrid. You're same as Mbappe, lazy. You know what I mean? You win Ballon d'Ors and other clubs. Then if you went to Real Madrid after that, then I'll commend you for that. I mean, everybody knows the limelight, where does it shine? On Real Madrid. You go to Real Madrid, you score 30 goals, you're going to win the Ballon d'Or. It doesn't matter about your talent. You're going to win the Ballon d'Or no matter what. That's what Mbappe has done, guys. Couldn't do it at PSG. He's playing Messi, Neymar, etc. Couldn't do it there. But he goes to Real Madrid now, doing the easy way out. There you go, people. That's the next step. They're all frauds. They're all frauds, man. I don't believe that. Look at Rodri. People are complaining about Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or. Okay, it's a joke, you know what I mean, with the list we saw. But he did it at Man City. He didn't do it at Real Madrid or Barcelona. That's a proper footballer. You know what I mean? Even though Man City, spend money, but you know what I mean? Yeah, the kid is just horrendous, man. Let me just put it that way. Talks absolute rubbish, man. Winning the World Cup with England. Do these guys are scared about England? You see one there. They do. All of a sudden. Why are Liverpool players going on free? I wish I could tell you, Abdul. I really wish I could tell you because it's frustrating, isn't it? We keep hearing self-sufficient, you know what I mean? So if players leave for free, there's no money coming in for transfers. So they have that excuse, the ownership next. We ain't got no money, because, we haven't sold any players. There you go. Another excuse for the owners. Big up, Luca, bro. Big up, man. I'm just going through the comment before I go, bro. I'll come to yours in a second, man. Please like, share, subscribe if you're new. And, do whatever you can towards the channel, man. Why does FSG demonstrate lack of ambition, scared to take a risk, spend money, keep quiet, and listen? That's how it is. That's how it is with these owners, mate. It's all about strategy and all that stuff. This is what they don't want, as I always said to you before, Abdul, it's all about winning now and again. Like I said it in the last few streams. I said, when was the last time we won the Premier League? 5 years ago. Look at the money. Look at the Americans, the way they speak about them. They're not interested in, you know, continuous success, because the more success you have, the more money you have to go into your pocket to pay for transfers, you know what I mean, and everything else. So this is what they don't want to do, brother. You know what I mean? And this is why we're supposedly the best run club in the world. We keep hearing about, if you know what I mean. So it's the same thing. It's never going to change because they ain't got that money. They can't afford Liverpool, mate. Let me just put it that way. I don't think before that because, you know, like 15 years ago when they bought us, we was in trouble, innit? I don't think they studied, because when you buy something, you look at the overall in it, the overall package. That's what you look at. And they didn't have enough time to look at the overall package of Liverpool Football Club. You study the city, you study the people, you study the football club as a whole. And I don't think FSG thought Liverpool are as big as what they have, if you know what I mean. And they thought they could treat us like the Red Sox, but we're nowhere near the Red Sox. You know what I mean? And football's different to what they expected as well. As I said, bro, I don't think they looked at the overall, you know, Liverpool package, which is a worldwide club, massive club, man. You know what I mean? That in every country outside the USA, they know who Liverpool Football Club is, if you know what I mean. That's how big we are. And I don't think they knew the package they bought. You know what I mean? They didn't think like they're going to spend as much as money that we're requesting. I don't think they looked into things like that, guys. And this is the issue that they're facing now. And if the two that's remaining don't sign the contract, I think all those loyal Liverpool fans are going to start asking questions, like much like yourself, Abdul. It's a mess, bro. It's always been like that. But now I think people are finally seeing it, because a Scouser is leaving. It shouldn't have taken a Scouser leaving for you as a Liverpool fan. Forget about Scousers and all that stuff. As a Liverpool fan, to realize there's something going wrong here at this football club, which I don't like, if you know what I mean. They feed you so much bullshit, you believe it, if you know what I mean. And it's sad. It's really, really sad, because we've been fighting the cause for years. Myself, Uncle Rods, you know, Trudon, you know, Ravi, everybody, Abdul. You know what I mean? You guys were all fighting the cause for years, man, and nobody believed what you said. Now it's all out there for the public to see. That's the best thing for me, in my opinion. Now even those loyal FSG fans are gonna see them for what they are. I hope so, man. I really, really hope so, because we're in a mess, man. We are in a mess. We're winning the Premier League and we're crying at the same time about bad things happening to our football club. When you're winning the Premier League, you should be happy. You should be over the moon. You know what I mean? We should be laughing at Man United, but we're not. What is Richard Hughes' role at Liverpool Football? Nobody knows, man. Nobody. I don't think he even knows. I don't think he even knows, bro. Because I don't know where he is. I mean, Schmack has only been there for 6 months, was it, last time? And look how many players he bought for us. What is Mohamed Salah and Van Dijk contract situation? What is Mohamed Salah and Van Dijk's contract situation? We keep hearing around the social medias that there's a breakthrough, and Liverpool, you know, is about to announce it. That's what I've heard with them too. So we'll have to like wait and see now. Big up Luca, I said, bro. Big up. Please go subscribe to Luca. A genuine Arsenal fan, real as it can get. Very nice guy, man. Very nice guy. Yeah, man. It's just all it's all a mess, guys. And as I said, like, I should be happy now. Liverpool is on the verge of winning the Premier League, their second Premier League in the last 15 years under the ownership of FSG. But we always got problems, man. Well, why am I feeling like this? Why are you feeling sad? I mean, it shouldn't be like this, guys. It should not be like this. Liverpool Football Club is a family club. Liverpool Football Club is togetherness. That's the thing about it. It's together. It's always together. You never walk alone. It stands for something. But it doesn't feel like that anymore, unfortunately, guys. It feels like, you know, we're distancing ourselves from certain stuff. We're just attacking players left, right, and center, not looking at the root cause of all this stuff. Oh man, madness. We should invest in January transfer this season to push to win trophies like the Champions League, Premier League, and the FA Cup. But you know, they're not interested, bro. You can't force people who are not interested in those trophies to be interested, bro. Real ownership, they'll do it by any means necessary to get trophies like that. Our ownership, skip. You know what I mean? Skip over January, skip over the summer. It's always like that. Spot on, Fozzy. Spot on, Fozzy. That's what I mean. Yeah, bro. I tried to do my bit, mate. You know what I mean, and I don't want to change, mate. I don't want to change, bro. I just want to be myself on YouTube. Championship clubs like have higher operating budgets, i.e. Burnley, Sheffield United, of course, Leeds United, then Liverpool FC. The head coach Arnold and ex-Jurgen Klopp is achieving remarkable results. Spot on, Abdul. You know, we didn't expect to be in the Premier League this season. We didn't really expect to do anything. We was giving the new coaching team chance to bed in and, you know, eventually, you know, next couple of seasons challenge for the title. But they've done it so quick. We could have won the Champions League if we bought the right players with these players, if you know what I mean. And we didn't take that. That should tell you as a fan how much of an interest these owners have in our club, which is zero. FSG is the source of the issue. We need better owners. Nobody's asking for state ownership, guys. We just want an ambition owner that wants us solely. I don't want to share my limelight with every other club that you own. I just want my club to be owned from a guy or from a woman or whatever it is that's rich, that can, you know, to concentrate only on Liverpool Football Club. That's it. That is it. That's all I'm asking. I don't want to share my limelight with everybody else. But we've got ownership that wants to buy so many clubs, man. Still, a basketball team, a baseball team, American football team, a Premier League team, a French division team, all this stuff. That's what we're going for now, our ownership. You can't afford Liverpool, but you're going for that. Realism, big up, bro. Like, subscribe, share. Big up, bro. Big up, man. I should make you a mod. I'm going to make you a mod, Realism. Big up, brother. I need new mods, man. Big up, bro. Appreciate that. Trent needs to calm down to be best right back in the world. He's never going to be, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if he's going to be the best right back in the world, if he's going to be voted again the best right back in the world, whatever he's asking for, it's because of Real Madrid. It's not about him. It's whoever plays for Real Madrid. That's what it's all about. That's why people take the easy exit. That's why I call Real Madrid the easy exit. If you look at Maradona, guys, he was at Barcelona. Barcelona wasn't all that. They were media at the time. They didn't really win Champions League at the time. Went to Napoli. Napoli, you know, dusty club, bottom. Turned them into UEFA Cup winners at the time and all that stuff. Won the World Cup with Argentina, media team. Made them into something. That's a proper footballer. That's a world-class level. That's above and beyond elite GOAT status. That's what you need as a player. Not running to Real Madrid, win it at Real Madrid. That's not going to make you a world-class player. Come on, that's easy. The easy exit is Real Madrid. You want to become world-class? Just go to Real Madrid. Me, at my age, 46, I could go to Real Madrid and still play for that team, and, you know, I'll be world-class along those Galactico players. Come on, man. Joke. Absolute joke, man. Man. Anyone bloody can survive in Madrid, man. That's just the easy way out for a player. Easy way out. That's all they're looking for. Yeah, man. Please, guys, boys and girls, like, share, and subscribe for me. Appreciate that. Prime Alves, million times better than him. Oh, we could have Alves, you know. If we only paid that 15 million, he could have been at Liverpool, you know, when he was playing for Seville. But Rafa decide not to. Right now, Hakimi, Alfonso, Davis, Dumfries, Kimmich, Kunde, better than him because they can defend. But the thing is, bro, we could say all this right now. Before the January transfer window, I used to get attacked when I used to talk about Trent like that. I mean, and I stopped attacking Trent. And all of a sudden, when the free transfer activation happened and the teams can speak to him, whatever, people started attacking Trent. I mean, all of a sudden. I remember a lot of people saying Trent can do whatever he wants to do. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to defend. He doesn't need to do this. He doesn't need to do that. As soon as this the January transfer window happened where they can speak to any club, everybody changed their mind. Funny that, innit? Be consistent with your shit, man. I'm just telling you, be consistent with your shit. And I don't think enough people are. Stuff for us, I shouldn't say that. Trent can't defend. We know that, Abdul. We know that, bro. Alrighty then. He's moving to Madrid, of course. It's about trophies, yeah, 100%, bro. And you know, accolades. He wants to be the best right back that ever existed. First of all, learn how to defend, the basics of your defending. You know what I mean? That's what you need to do. But he doesn't do enough of that. Yeah, people, do me a favor, hit like, share, subscribe if you can. I appreciate that. This means more. Footballers always realism. This is always do what's best for them. I don't know why fans expect any difference. Just spot on realism. I'm not a player FC. I never was. I keep telling people that. I know like people like that stuff. With me, it's all about, you know, Liverpool Football Club, and I will never change. You know what I mean? I've had my time. I've got my favorite player here, favorite player there, but I honestly think people have forgotten about Liverpool Football Club. I don't think, you know, people understand how important it is, you know, to have respect around the world. And we're losing our respect, man. We're losing our respect. I see a guy the other day on one of the streams. I don't want to name them because I don't want to get involved in all that stuff. Calling Liverpool fans all sorts of, calling Liverpool fans inbreds, calling Liverpool fans disgusting. I mean, I've always said it, yeah. When you talk about certain people, don't brush everybody under the same brush. That's what you need to be careful with the way you word things, because there is fans out there that don't believe in certain things. So when you brush all the fan base under the same, you know, brush, it's not the way, man. I mean, you don't do that. I couldn't believe like people allowed him to say things like this on social media, on YouTube especially. Calling Liverpool all names under the sun. People actually allowed that to happen. Calling us inbreds, calling Liverpool fans, you know, disgusting and all that stuff. Nah, man. Not for me, man. This is why I'm stepping away from a lot of things. You know what I mean? Trent ain't winning no Ballon d'Or for sure. That's true. That's true, Don. Come on, man. He ain't good enough, bro. Can't even get into this meaty England team. Forget about the Ballon d'Or. You can't even get into this shitty England team, my friend. And you're telling me about Ballon d'Or. Now you're going to Real Madrid so you could get into the England team and, you know, pretend you're all that. Come on, bro. Come on. I love that, mate. For me, since McAllister joined, I would like to see him be captain, but not going to happen. The thing with McAllister is, Ravi, I honestly think he's going to be Real Madrid brand very soon, the way he's going. They're going to need a player like him eventually. That's what worries me. He's a good boy. He's a nice, you know, lad and all that stuff. But, you know, with our players, we need to like start making them sign a long-term contracts without any release clause. We don't do release clause, you know, but I'm saying like just in advance. That's what we've got to do now. Sign the youngsters that we have onto long-term contracts with no release clause. Let's do that, man. Big up Uncle Rods, man. Big up, brother. Please subscribe to Uncle Rods. Yeah, I'm going to be going in a minute, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, man, because, you know, this is what I'm going to do now. It's going to be myself. Come on here, enjoy, obviously, streams with you guys. And I'm not going to do no, you know, posting on WhatsApps anymore. No posting on my Twitters. I'm just going to post on here. And if you guys want to join me, come on, join me. If you want to share the channel around with other people, real Liverpool fans that love Liverpool, I'm here for you guys, man. And I'm always going to be, you know, talking. Listen, put the chat there. If you want me to talk about your subject, I'll talk about it like I did today, every single time. And I'll put my spin on towards it as well. That's what I want to do, guys. Big up, Mr. And let me see what's going on there. Realism says FSG is top 4. It's where it's where a club maximizes its profits with the lowest risk. Winning is a bonus, nothing more. It's true, 100%. You know, like the only time Liverpool Football Club actually buys players is when we get out the Champions League. Consistently, I'm talking about. They do buy players here and there sometimes, but I'm talking about like when they go for that big transfer, you know, like transitioning the team, you know, getting new players in. It's always when we get out the Champions League. And it's never changed, man. It's never changed. Big up, Mr. B. Big up, brother. Big up, big up, big up. Get the comments through. I'm almost gone. Big up, Cedric, as always. Big up, brother. I hope everything is going good for you. Big up, bro. Working and listening. Yeah. I do the same sometimes on other YouTube channels in the back. In the past, I used to just like listen and comment while I'm working. But yeah, I've got a good job in that. I mean, like I could just go outside and just comment and all that stuff. To be to be dominant force to build a dynasty takes money like City. Real Madrid, FSG are in no way inclined that way. Top four to be maximized. I can't even say that. To be maximized high. I can't even say. To be maximized high reward, low risk in all aspects, football wise from them. This is the maximum. This is the maximum. Liverpool actually do like is buy players with potential. You pay low wages to, and the rewards pays after if it works out. If it doesn't work out, you don't really lose much. That's what it is about FSG. That's how it is. That's how it is. Top four is their maximum. They don't want to go above that, because if you go above that, you got to spend more money. The football club is going to ask for more. The fan base is going to ask for special players and all that stuff, and it's never going to change. It's never going to change. I don't want to keep talking about that again and again, but you know what I mean. Abdul says, let me see what it says. Sorry, Abdul. I won't pass you. I want to quickly before I go. Hang on. There you go. Okay, the FSG representatives are not engaging in communications with the fan base. That's the problem. That is the problem with Liverpool Football Club, bro. I don't think they're engaged enough with the fan base. And you know why? Because we're going to ask questions that is uncomfortable for them, and they don't like that. You know what I mean? We're going to ask, what's your intentions with our football club? Where do you want our football club to go next? Are you interested in winning championship consistently? We're going to ask all those questions. This is why they don't communicate with us, bro. This is why they don't want us to touch those subjects, if you know what I mean. And if they do that, it's going to kill them. I remember John W. Henry actually doing that with the Red Sox. And he said, these players are too expensive these days. And then all the Red Sox fans nearly threw shoes at him, bottles at his head. And he had to run out of the country, because the next day he appeared in the West Ham Liverpool game at the Olympic Stadium. There you go. Next season, transfers, nothing happens. Lies, F by FSG. You're spot on, bro. Spot on. Yeah. Next season, FC. That's what I've been telling you guys for a while. This James Pearce guy, this Redmond TV, this Anfield crap. They're all part of the same bubble, guys. I went to Philadelphia to watch Liverpool. I went to the Jamie Webster's do when he was doing some concert to unveil the new black shirt. Soboslai was on the stage, Kwanzaa and Owen Beck, I think it was. And I look behind me, I see Anfield Rap with the chief with Redmond TV, and Liverpool exec is at the top tier, all like giving high fives to each other, having a laugh and all that, drinking. And then you see them outside all sweating, carrying boxes into the truck for Liverpool. They're all working together, man. They're all together. I witnessed it myself. My wife was there as my witness. I'm telling you, it's all bullshit around that football club, man. All these media, reporters that's reporting to you guys, Liverpool is getting this player. They're going after Frimpong. They're going after Alvarez. They're going after Isak. They're all working for them. They're just to lose focus of reality, which is the club is going towards a different direction, which is media players. That's what it is. There's no way they're interested in us maintaining another, winning another Premier League title. They don't want that. They don't want that. Come on, man. It's a joke. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. I really had enough of everything that we see at Liverpool Football Club. Real fans don't accept Liverpool to be a mediocre team. They fight for their football club. And I've always said it. The reason these guys are always around FSG, so Liverpool Football Club and all that stuff, is because they know if they step at that and we get new ownership, Anfield crap, Redmond TV, all these guys won't exist at our football club. All that benefits they get in, free tickets, payments and all that stuff, that won't exist. That's why. New ownership will go a different direction. They get their own people in. They make it more professional. No, free tickets to people coming through the back door entrances and all this stuff. That's gone. This is what they don't want. This is why they're not fighting for your football club. That's the whole point I'm trying to make here, guys. I've seen it for myself. I'm a witness to what I saw. I mean, there's a picture of me on Twitter. If you look at Twitter, LRFC, this channel on Twitter, I actually pinned it on there. You see me there in the Jamie Webster do. I was there in Philadelphia. I was there. I pay my money. They don't pay me. Come on, man. I've always maintained that Trent is a good player, but nothing more. Fans saying he's generational always had me scratching my head. Generational players win you serial Champions League and Premier Leagues. Yeah, spot on realism. I don't think people look into things like that. That's why I mentioned Maradona. When people talk about Maradona and Messi, to me, I've watched Messi when he was born into football, like when he played football. When I first saw him, playing with Ronaldinho and all that stuff in La Liga. I've seen Maradona in his prime. I mean, growing up, you can't touch Maradona. Maradona is special, man. Maradona is a one-off. I mean, if you talk about footballer, a real footballer, like a football and a friend, Maradona are the best friends. We're doing Maradona stuff right now. We're playing technical kind of football, dribbling, less defensive, eye-catching stuff. And off the pitch, we do this freestyling thing, the ball's going around our necks and all that stuff. Who started that shit? Both things, Maradona. Come on, man. Learn about football, my friend. But you're spot on realism. Listen, that's the best comment I've seen. 100%. 100%, bro. Mr. B, big up, bro. Slave contracts like Chelsea. True, brother. You know what? I'll end it on that one. 8-year contracts, yeah. 8-year contracts. Slave contracts. You're spot on, bro. In the modern day football, you're giving slave contracts to players and you expect them to stay. Are you mad? You turn this football into show business, but you don't want to pay the show business for, finance. Goodness gracious me. Fabrizio Romano called Real Madrid were very clear with Trent since day one. If you want to join, it has to be on our terms, or else extend Liverpool or do whatever you want. Trent immediately accepted. See? There you go, people. There you go, man. You can't mess about with Real Madrid. Big clubs don't mess about, my friend. We should not be begging players to stay at Liverpool Football Club. I'm sorry, nah, not for me, man. Fozzie, do you hang on, let me just see what he's saying there. Sorry guys, I need it in the bigger screen. Fozzie, do you Dan Potts Fozzie, do you Dan Potts Arsenal fan? I know who Dan Potts is, bro. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, man, from what I've seen. Big up John Conway as always, brother. He's a good guy. There, Dan Potts, yeah, I've seen his streams now and again. But like with me, bro, all good on them, bro. I mean, good on them. I don't really get involved on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy. I did watch him before. Sometimes it pops up on my YouTube and I see these guys on there. So yeah, I know who they are, bro. But I just want to distance myself from everything now, guys. After what I saw now, I've realized I'm from a different generation. You know what I mean? I'm a footballer. I'm football. I am football. That's the difference. You know what I mean? I play the game. I coach in the game. Nobody can take that away from me. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting at home fan. I do go and watch my team. I travel wherever I can to watch my football club. And the way we're behaving now, it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's no offense to anybody. I don't want to be on anyone's channel. I just want to be on my channel and just do my own thing. You know what I mean? That's all I want, man. But I'm not saying I'm not going to help anyone if they ask for it or anything like that. But yeah, I prefer things like this going forward. And that's how I came into YouTube in 2019. I was doing it on my own. I was happy. I want to go back to being happy, man. I don't want to be, flexing with people and, people going back and forth, trashing each other. It's not for me. I'm not that. I'm 46, guys. I'm not a young guy. I don't need this in my life anymore. I'm no gangster. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a football guy. That's what I want to be. and I want to enjoy it that way. You see people on my channel, you see people from my childhood. I'm 46, and I come on the channel with people I knew since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? So 9 years old. So you know what I mean? It says a lot. And see, and when I started the channel, people from my school was on here. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of person I am, guys. I don't want to be involved in all this stuff with people going back forward. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Liverpool fans support. I grew up Liverpool fans supporting each other no matter what. I mean, we back each other. You know what I mean? That's what I grew up with. But in the modern days, all rivalries and all that stuff ain't for me, man. I'm too old for this stuff anyway. There's no way it will be coming to LFC Left City, because him and his family did not adapt to the weather. Now in Spain, they are satisfied. I don't know realism. I think he's a player Liverpool need. If you want to look at in a sense of like a player that can adapt to formations. Isak, I don't think can. I think Isak is a striker, but with Alvarez, you could play him in multiple positions and he will adapt to certain formations we struggle against. That's why I want him at Liverpool Football Club, bro. If you know what I mean. So I don't know about the weather and all that stuff. I thought it's because he's not the number 9, the main player for Man City. That's why he left. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Trent will go down as a legend with the LFC. So LFC simply for the quick corner taken against Barcelona. He started young with us, but he ain't no Gerrard, Salah, Van Dijk, Ronaldo, okay, Divock. Those guys actually won us games. Listen, Genghis, I think if you win the Champions League, you become a legend anyway. Even Jimmy Traore is a legend, unfortunately. That's how it is, bro. It is what it is. Listen, I'm not here to trust Trent's legacy at Liverpool Football Club. Let it be in it. Let it be. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. You know what I mean? The grass is not always green on the other side. You have one bad performance for Real Madrid, they want you out the door. So there you go. Firmino, Mane, Trent is way back in the legends pecking order. Yeah. So it's down to you. It's down to what you think. I know what I think. I mean, legendary players are the 70s and 80s of Liverpool and 60s, late 60s, mid 60s, sorry, going upwards. Those are legendary status because, they put Liverpool on the map. You don't shout about 18 at the time, 19, obviously, but and all that stuff with that. Those legends, they were consistently, like one of you guys said on the chat, serial winners. They won titles consistently. Liverpool still remains the only football club in the UK, forget about Britain, UK, that consistently won Europe and the league at the same time. And nobody can take that away from us, guys. That's why I've always said respect our club. I don't think people respect it enough. When the Redmen TV were first on the YouTube, they never went to games unless they bought tickets themselves. Now they go all to top events. Yeah, they go to the top events and games and act like they are better than other fans. Yeah, you don't even see them like interviewing fans outside Liverpool, outside Anfield anymore, do you? They're always carrying boxes for Liverpool Football Club. That's what they do. Big up, Dara, brother. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. Yeah, guys, that's the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. There's more coming, hopefully. I'll be off from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I should do the Everton game. Well, I've watched along. I want to get back to that consistently. And just support me, man. That's all I'm asking for. I don't ask for much. Share the channel with family and friends. And, let's make this big, as big as possible. That's all I'm asking for, man. Yeah. Make me laugh. I couldn't go to a Liverpool game as it was sold out versus Everton, but yet Redmen TV were able to go. Yeah, that's how it is now, bro. They get tickets anytime. They sit in the Cop End now. They are so big. They sit in the Cop End now. You know what I mean? Never been to. I've sat in the Cop when there's no football game. When you're doing tour in the stadium. But I've never sat in the Cop ever because it's very difficult to get. I don't have that type of friends, by the way, just to put it that way. I get Real Madrid, but I do. But I honestly thought Liverpool was big in terms of popularity. But every pundit and some fans prove me wrong. It's basically saying Spain is the best league. Genghis, you know what's upsetting, brother, is we've got American owners who are weak. You know what I mean? You don't mess about with Americans normally. You know what I'm saying? Ham dog. But for some reason, they mess around with us. We're the only cup Real Madrid messes about with. When Real Madrid knows Liverpool are on the verge of dominating, or winning Champions League or something like that, they always disrupt us. Have you guys seen that? Whenever we go for a player that we need to get to the next level, Real Madrid's always there. Yeah, man. They always try to stop us. They know we're the closest one to them. Come on, they don't look at meaty Man United. They don't play glory Man United at the Bernabeu. Come on, man. Otherwise, why everyone running there? Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, they're too good, man. Too good. Don't forget boxing. Yeah, boxing is my favorite, man. I love boxing. Can't beat boxing, Dara. Of course, subscribe and share, everybody. Realism. Listen to Mr. Realism. Big up, brother. Alvarez is a gem of a player. If we had him, we would go up a level or two, but there is no way he is coming here. Listen, you make the right finance towards Atletico Madrid, they get rid of any player. You know that, bro. They've been doing that for years. Just give them Nunes plus 60 million, man. I'll even do that. Just get him out of there, man. The only Liverpool guy that I saw did a fan cam was a AGT. He is still interviews fans. I didn't know. Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Me and Uncle Ross actually saw him when we went to the Lille game. Actually, we saw him. Yeah. North Red says Redmond TV are part of the FSG top Reds cult. Yeah, man. They're not even Scousers anyway. I don't think they were even born in Liverpool. You know what I mean? One is Polish and the other one is outside Liverpool. So I don't even take them as Scousers anyway, bro. So yeah, there you go. Trent is not even a Scouser anymore. He's revoked that. Yeah, people, please like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Appreciate everybody that's on. I will do more shows like this. I'm only concentrating on YouTube. I'm not going to go outside. You're going to find me, I'm on YouTube. You're not going to see me on Twitter anymore. You're not going to see me in other places anymore. I'm just going to do YouTube now and just concentrate on that. Too much violence going on, people. Too much violence going on outside our football club. You know what I mean? So I'm done with that. Hopefully we win the Premier League and, bring it home. I'll be at the parade. So
be there and be square. Take care, everybody.
See you soon. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support as always. Let's go, Fozzy. Let's get out of here. Take care.